Hell, all splitters no care. I just wanted to have a bit of a quick talk about this whole crazy world we're currently in with the whole coronavirus situation. As of last night, my government basically put the UK on lockdown. This was our Prime Minister's, not just the Prime Minister's decision, but this was a decision that the Prime Minister delivered last night, which basically meant that everyone is now in a form of isolation unless absolutely necessary, like working in a healthcare profession. Now, this has caused quite a lot of panic, so to speak, and a lot of conversation about what's going to happen next, and what am I supposed to do and everything. And I just wanted to basically have a quick talk about some things, just because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I wanted to see if I could maybe offer a quick video and try and help. Now, I am currently in isolation. I have been for the last week, and this is because my partner Hazel developed a cough, and we are following the NHS guidelines to self-isolate. Now, the guidelines stipulate that she needs to isolate for 1 week, and then I need to stipulate for 2 weeks. My understanding of the reason this is just so to, after she has then cleared any potential symptoms, to then find out if I could potentially develop any symptoms after that. So just to really rule out any possibility of there being any virus between us. Now, we're fairly confident that she doesn't have a cough. I think she just maybe got the cough actually ironically from my daughter, because she did have a bit of cough when I last had her, but we don't know. You never know. That's the problem. You don't know. So everything that's happening is happening as a precautionary measure to try and reduce the impact on people and try to reduce any kind of potential effect on anyone else, which is why it is so important to stick to it. I haven't seen my daughter in over a week now, and it is killing me a little bit. I miss her incredibly. I've had a few video calls, but I haven't physically seen her, in person, because I'm trying to do what the best thing for not only her, but the grander picture. And this is why I'm putting this video on, because I feel like this is something that everyone should be trying to do. What I'd like to ask is that people don't panic. Yes, this is a new world and a lot of things have changed, but I do feel like you need to kind of calm down and not bulk buy everything. While you are potentially protecting yourself and you're stocking up for yourself, are you really going to get through all that stuff before it goes bad? And I'm on about not everything like fresh food, toilet rolls. Fair enough, that's going to keep, and everyone's stockpiling toilet rolls. But the problem is when you're trying to bulk buy things, you are only making it worse for everyone else around you. I was very fortunate. We was able to actually obtain some supplies just literally yesterday before they made this announcement. But we only got the bare minimums. And what we're also doing is we are trying to stretch what we are getting to make it last as long as possible. Which brings us to another point, is be smart about this. If you bulk buy, you are only hurting the system and everyone around you. If you buy the bare minimum and you're smart about it and you try and stretch your things to make it last longer, I know that's not always an easy thing to do, but you are going to help. You're going to help the overall situation, you're going to help the system, and you're going to help your community around you. So don't panic, be smart. Now, the other thing is I wanted to advise is, try and stay in contact with people around you. There's some people that live by themselves and now can't go out. Call them, text them, Facebook them, WhatsApp them, Snapchat, Instagram. We're in a very privileged age where communication is something that is very freely out there, and pretty much everyone has some form of means of communication. I'm going to still try and upload videos while I'm in isolation, but I have now been asked to work from home, so I don't know how easy that's going to be. We'll have to wait and see. So I just tried to reattach the stand. I'm trying to do this without editing this video. I want to just put this up there as quick as possible. Now, so yeah, we're in a very privileged age, just where you can communicate with people in many ways. Think about them, you know, ask about how people are, try and stay in touch as much as possible. Now, my ex has been actually very amazing in this whole situation, very understanding, and she's offered me video calls with my daughter every single day if I want. And I can't thank her enough for that, because, you know, that really is going to help me get through this whole situation. It is difficult, and, you know, not be able to see your loved ones. And that's why that's nice to be able to still call them, video call, Skype, like I said, WhatsApp. So it's just something nice to do. But on the flip side of that, don't joke or prank about this. You know, people are losing their lives with this. A friend of mine shared me a video which they thought was funny, where there was a guy going up an escalator while another guy, no, he was going down an escalator while one guy was going up it, and he basically coughed on his hand while touching him. This guy freaked out. He absolutely freaked out. He didn't know what to do. And I was like, what is wrong with you? You've just potentially terrified this guy. Now he's going to think he has this corona. He's going to go run out and go get checked. That is a horrible, horrible thing to do to someone. Please do not do things like that. I can't imagine the kind of person that you might think, ha ha ha, that's hilarious. But imagine if that was you. Well, how would you feel if you went up a street and someone just coughed in your hand while they were touching you? What would be going through your head? You're not going to dismiss it, are you? You're going to freak out, do the best thing you can, probably go and buy loads of disinfectant and soak yourself in bleach kind of thing, you know. Come on, people. We are better than this. Be better. And on that, these guidelines to self-isolate, I strongly recommend sticking to them. As mentioned, these are just precautionary. So even if you don't potentially have the sickness or the illness, it's still wise to stick to these guidelines. Before this lockdown, I needed some supplies, and a friend of mine said to me, just go to the shops, no one will know that you're isolating. And I was like, but that's not the point. It's not about who knows. The point is, I'm isolating for a reason. I'm isolating because that is what is meant to happen, and I'm isolating to help the situation. So yes, please, if you have been asked to isolate or you need to isolate yourself. I know it's hard, but you're going to have to. When my isolation is ending at this week, actually no, I don't think it is now, because now the government has said from 3 weeks as of last night. So, but we can still go out for supplies. Now, take this seriously. My niece, she didn't take this seriously. She still went out and tried to go see her friends and tried to have her friends over. Now, my mum has underlying health conditions, so she is very, very much at risk if she gets this illness. So we was trying to make my niece see the severity of her actions, and I think she finally has seen it. But the problem was, she's 18 and thought she knew best. Be smart about this, as I've said. Take it seriously, stick to these guidelines, and we as a species will pull through this. And if we can pull through this and we can stick to these guidelines and not be stupid about it and not overstock up and not run around like an idiot, we can come through this better. And I think if we do come through this better, we can be proud of ourselves, and you should be proud of yourself for doing such a thing. Anyway, sorry about the little rant. I know this isn't my normal video, but because this has had such an impact, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and because of a few actions around me of other people's, I felt the need to say something. Now, while I don't have the biggest YouTube channel, I do have some followers, so even if this does hit home with a few of those, then, you know, I'll be happy. And, you know, maybe you guys might think this is a good video and a useful video and share it on. You don't know. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, it's a bit of a raw, uncut video, but, you know, I'm speaking from the heart here, and I'm trying to be sincere. Thank you for your time. I hope you found this video useful, and I'm going to catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.